All right, good morning, everybody. It's August 8th. It's about 8 a.m. Why don't you take a look at this? Maybe you can see it. You see that steam rolling off this baleage? I don't have the correct information to even talk like I know what I'm talking about here as far as making baleage. There's a lot of other people out there with the correct terminology. I just wanted to put some stuff into perspective for you. You see all that steam coming out of there? I'm sure you can see it. That's very hot to the touch right there. We're not talking about burn yourself touch, but that is the reaction of round baling high moisture alfalfa. Yeah, you can see it perfectly behind me, it's steaming up. Like almost anything, you take anything somewhat moist and pack it real tight, or in this case, wrap it very tightly. That's what you get. I use the term, they're starting to cook. I've been corrected very heavily by somebody on a comment. I'm Mr. Know-It-All, and that's all right. He had the correct terminology. But that's why it's important to wrap it, and as immediately as you can. Not only does it not let the heat escape, but those are, what you're seeing also is gases. It's creating gases. And of course, if it's all trapped in, not able to leave, in my terms, it's starting to cook. And basically it takes over and it turns into silage. It's about the same process of putting it in a silo or in a harvest store. You fill up the silos, obviously it gets shot up the top from a blower system, drops down to the bottom, and as the more that you put in there, the heavier obviously it crunches down. It's absolutely amazing. When we finish corn silage, and I'm hoping to take a video or two for you guys this year on the silo effect is what I'll call it. The corn silage will be done in one day for us. We have that custom done. It'd probably only be about a 4 or 5 hour venture. I'll be taking a ladder walk up to silos, and I'm going to show you what height it's at. Within 48 hours or less, it'll have sunk down 10 feet because of the weight. And it's the same thing. The product is in there, it's packed down, and the fermentation takes place. My explanation is awful. I've always claimed I'm no teacher. Thank God for teachers, because I'm not one. But I think you understand the gist of the whole thing. What am I doing putting this bale out here? Well, it was a little bit small. I made 56-inch bales yesterday. That was a 40-42, I believe. And I didn't dare want to put that in the wrapper. It doesn't mesh well. There's that big step down between the bales, and sometimes that goes very badly. I didn't want to take a chance of throwing this in the wrap last night, which I kind of failed you in videos, folks. It was a very cantankerous day yesterday. Not only baling, but after baling. You don't want to take that chance of throwing that in the wrapper with that big step down from the other bale. There's a big chance of the wrap ripping, and you don't want that. That wrap rips. Say that 3 times. That wrap rips, and you're looking at Oh, you're probably looking at about 3 or 4 bales that are complete garbage. So that's not a very good chance to take. So anyway, I just finished up the morning chores, the feeding. Not that there's a whole lot these days. That comes from last night. I thought I'd just drop that out there. The cows are in the very back pasture. And they stay back there. When they get to the back pasture, they stay back there. They don't come up here. Normally in the mornings, the cattle are here. Well, not when the back is open. But they'll be up here probably within hours for water, and then just, actually they know I'm here. I can already see 2 of them coming this way. I really hate to be giving them this bale right here to clean up. Being there in the back pasture, I want them to basically live back there for 4 or 5 days and clean it up complete. But this needed to be getting rid of. Or it would have been a little bit moldy, funky, and kind of garbage within a couple days. And that's basically pure alfalfa. See, there's a little bit of grass. I remember where I baled that. There's a little bit of grass in here. But this is good stuff here. It's not going to hurt the animals. There's probably some of you that are going to correct me on this. Well, I'm here to tell you, I've fed these cows a hell of a lot of alfalfa that was just baled, high moisture, and even the sorghum, and it didn't do anything. Consistently, yeah, you don't want to do that, but this is just some leftovers of yesterday. It's needs to be eaten up or it's waste. It's too nice for waste. Yeah, that's warm. That's extremely warm. I'd say almost hot. If you were to get real deep down in the middle of this bale, it would be hot. So anyway, there I go with my explanations. Folks, I really don't like showing this sort of stuff on this channel, but I guess this is reality. If you keep up with the channel and the videos, you'll know that we had a beef calf where the mother couldn't tend to it. It wanted to, it didn't leave its side, but the mother could not tend to it as far as feeding it because it had an extremely huge udder with teats that were unimaginable. Well, it ended up coming around. We put it in a calf hutch for about 3 days. And the mother kept bellowing for it, just stood right there 24 hours a day. So we're like, you know what, we need to try this again. And sure enough, that's the mother right there. She's a great mother. This was weeks and weeks and weeks ago. The calf does drink from the mother. The calf doesn't wander off very far. It's obviously got a problem with the back end, and it has ever since. It is not fixable. I know a lot of you are cringing and probably wanting to say something right now. I'm on your side, but I'm here to tell you we do everything that we can times 1,000 here, and there's nothing that can be done. It's got a bad problem in its backside. I'm gonna have to say it's it's left hip. But the mother, the great mother that it is, it comes here 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day right here to wherever the calf is laying, and the calf gets up and it gets fed. What are you yelling about? What's the future of this calf? Probably grim. It's come a long ways though. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd have to say that the calf needs to be let alone and maybe a small miracle will happen. I know it doesn't look like it, folks, but it's better and better every day, every week. And I know how bad it looks, but is the calf in pain? I'm gonna say probably a little bit. But I tell you what, it's happy as a lark. When it's just laying here on its corner, the other calves join it. And of course the mother, who is wanting me to leave right now, visits that calf 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day and feeds it. So I don't know about you. It's being left alone. It's being given a chance. Who knows? When that day comes that we believe that there's 100% no chance of that calf keeping on going, well, then maybe something will have to be done. Right now, that's not the case. And the flies are pretty bad these days. All right, that's all I got. Just a little stopping in, saying hello, a little update. I failed you on quite a few videos yesterday. Yesterday was a son of a gun. I did get one baling video at the very end done. I'm going to post that, but otherwise that was about it. But I got a pretty heavy day here with a lot of upkeep and some maintenance. Trying to get ahead. I need to look at the weather pattern and see about dropping a bunch of hay for dry round baling. So I don't know. I'll tune in a little bit later. You do the same, and we'll talk to you sooner and later.